Welcome to the Virtual House Sessions, our monthly podcast where we talk about what's happening behind the scenes of our productions. We answer community questions and comments, and we kind of just hang out. Because what's more exciting than four buds hanging out? You don't know us, but you're gonna want to after listening to this.
That's our tagline.
Or not, it's a free country. You don't have to like us.
If you're a video viewer, you'll see that only 3 of our usual hosts are here. Unfortunately, Sean is sick today. So with us we have Friend Man, also
Hello.
calling remote.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Sean, he got sick this morning, and he told me about it, and I was like, oh, you need any help with that? And he was like, yeah, you just cover this. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll cover it. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what happened.
Nice.
So, friend man, are you on your own setup, or are you currently in Sean's apartment?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
So join us afterwards on Patreon for a little bonus companion video. Our Patreon's $5 a month, and you get exclusive content. I just went back and watched little snippets of all of our previous episodes.
Mm-hmm.
In our first episode, we claimed that this whole show was Patreon exclusive,
We said we were going to make it Patreon exclusive.
and then that, like, the first episode was free to entice people.
Yeah.
But we don't have people already, so the whole show is free, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But then we say that our Patreon gets you early access to our videos, and that's never been true.
Yeah.
You made a lot of promises.
Yeah, it probably won't ever be true because I can't remember. Until we get someone who's like specifically posting and not me posting and all of the other things,
It's a lot to keep track of.
it's just going to come out at the same time. But you do get some exclusive content,
Yeah.
like the bonus video to these
Yeah.
and some other stuff that we'll talk about in this episode.
Did we ever put the rock throwing?
I think the rock throwing.
Yeah, the rock throwing is up there.
Okay, cool.
Two beefy boys throwing rocks is on there.
That's
Right on.
behind a paywall.
It's behind a paywall, but it's a promotion from my OnlyFans. That's just about throwing rocks.
Yep.
$1.99.
Speaking of us, we're your hosts, including Friend Man for today. But what y'all been doing? What have we been up to?
You know, the normal
Okay.
and taking a trip,
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the trip and everything later.
I figured.
Basically, right after we say what we've all been doing.
Uh-huh.
Bryce, what have you been doing? If it's about a potential new job, I do have that as well.
we don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's or we can. It's
No, it's whatever you want to talk about.
there's no fruits to pluck at this moment.
Okay.
But I've been catching up on a lot of medical things
Well, that's good.
because I'm turning 26 in less than a year.
Yeah.
And so my dad is retired, so
Oh,
we no longer have that insurance.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to drag out my
Oh.
mom's insurance until either I turn 26 or she retires.
Gotcha.
So
Godspeed.
Yeah.
yep, I'm getting my teeth starting to come back together.
Mm-hmm.
I've got something to do for that tonight. My eyes, I'm going back in because I got a year's worth of contacts, and then these ones don't fit right.
Mm.
Because after about 5 hours, they start to get blurry, which is really bad when you're trying to drive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I tried to do after my job interview.
Mm.
And then I've got a wart that we're slowly kind of getting off. I was expecting them, because the other warts that I had, I handled a lot of frogs out in the hills and hollers of Heltonville. And the last time I got warts removed, they dug them out. Like they numbed it and
Oh,
then
yeah.
dug them out.
Gross.
The lady was mean.
Mm.
She did not want to be there.
Yeah.
She was like, and I was maybe in high school. Yeah, no, I was a freshman, either freshman or sophomore in high school when I had this done.
Yeah.
And right out of the gate, before she even like put a numbing injection in me, she was like, "Now little girls have taken this better than most guys." I'm like, "Cool." Anyways, and then like I said, I trimmed it with a fingernail clipper to keep it short, and then she got really mad about that, just really upset. So this time I had that going in, and that place was like kind of.
Yeah.
It was a typical hospital room, even though it was just a dermatologist.
Yeah.
I go into this new place. You feel like you're going to the futuristic like hospital. Like everything was stark white. They had a cool little coffee bar, like a little. It wasn't a flame pit. It was a vapor pit that had the colors of a flame.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? This is going to be, I don't want to break the bank here. I go and talk to the lady. We get everything settled. Not super expensive. I don't think he was a full doctor, but.
He was a doc.
He was a doc.
He's not a tour.
He handed me a carrot. It was emotional support carrot.
Sure.
And he came up and we talked about it a little bit. He said, no, we don't cut out stuff that small. But anyways, and he took a big old like liquid nitrogen gun or whatever it is, the cold stuff, and just really just laid it in there. But he was so sweet the whole time.
Well, that's
He
good.
complimented my shirt, and it wasn't this one, but it was a different one.
Hey, that's a good shirt too.
This is a good shirt. Kay found this for me, but I was wearing one that Kay made for me.
Oh.
So I got to brag about her. And we were in and out in like 15 minutes.
Nice.
Took no time at all, and I felt bad for taking off the rest of the evening for work.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it was, what else do I have going on with my body?
A lot of good stuff, let me tell you.
Oh, teeth. Not only am I trying to get the teeth back together, I had a bad dermatologist appointment a month ago. So this side still hurts. I'm going back in on Monday to get that
Dermatologist?
fixed.
Dentist?
A dentist.
Okay.
That is a bad dermatologist.
Yeah, that's real
Yeah.
bad.
He really just took that liquid nitrogen. Now, going back on Monday, so it's going to be a long drive back to Bedford.
Yeah.
So,
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Adult.
well, pre-adult things. It'll be an adult thing when it's my own insurance.
That's true.
10 years.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Friend man, have you been up to anything?
Or has Sean that he told you about?
Yeah, I don't think I've been up to too much. I mean, there's one big thing, but I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk about that, right? Till
Yeah, if
later.
it's about the trip. We talk about that here soon.
Yeah, and Sean, he's so sick right now. I mean, he's not terrible, but like he's just getting
Wait,
a little
he's in the
foggy.
hospital.
He's what?
Sean has COVID?
No, it's not COVID, but he's in the hospital.
Oh.
He didn't tell me that.
But he's gonna get better.
I hope so.
But he's dying
Waiting
What?
for it.
of age.
Again?
Oh, well. Okay, that makes more sense.
What do you think I was gonna? You think I was gonna say something else that starts with A?
Yeah.
Is it a terminal illness?
Uh-huh.
I thought you did say that.
I said age.
Whew. Thank goodness. He is 85, so.
Didn't he just die back in June? I've been following your podcast, of course.
I thought Paul Vermont died.
Yeah, Paul Vermont's dead, but I thought Paul Vermont was only there because Sean died, right?
Oh, that's right. That's why we have the in memoriam
Yeah.
picture.
But he's back to life, but he's also sick, so I don't know.
Who's the Bible guy?
The Bible guy?
The Bible.
commenter?
Jesus?
No, the commenter. I was really into VHSs.
Oh.
Joshua Powell.
1868.
Friendman, do you happen to have an account named Joshua Powell?
I
1868.
don't, but
Okay.
I'd be honored if I did.
Do you think Joshua is related to Glenn Powell?
Who?
If we're
The actor who's like showing up all over the place. Twisters, Top
Yeah.
Gun Maverick.
He looks like a nice young man, but people keep saying he's like a capybara that made a wish to become a human.
Oh. I watch YouTube.
That's fair.
Yeah.
For any reviewers who don't know who Joshua Powell 1868 is, it's a commenter, probably a robot.
Probably related to Glenn.
No one ever said molasses in the comments,
Maybe it is Glenn.
but left a lot of comments about VHS and Blu-ray player and Jesus.
his
The Holy
hobbies.
Trinity.
I have been the last 2 days, as was for filming, on a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Been a camera PA, which has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Helping out the camera department. I'm not going to tell you what the company is, and I'm not going to tell you about the commercial, because we learned today
We learned something much more important.
that the CEO of this company had to issue an apology, and it's on their website.
It came up in conversation of like, oh, what have you been up to? And we were talking to someone,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, this is related to a thing I'm interested in. I've never heard of this before. And then he looked on the homepage website, and then it's
On the homepage,
homepage
it says
website.
CEO's name, apology. And then it like describes what he's saying, but all of it is just like,
it's a quote from his apology video.
yeah. And the video is not a video, it's an image with audio underneath, because clearly he had to take lots of takes, and then they edited the audio together.
So they just use a photo of him, and then it's him speaking.
But like all you see when on the front page is CEO's name, apology, and then the text is just something along the lines of like,
I apologize to the community, and
I was insensitive with and then not thinking, but I have now.
I've learned the error of my ways.
Yeah, and it was just super vague. And he basically thinks that a thing was planned. I don't want to give anything away because I don't want to like.
This
Get in
video
trouble.
came out in a very specific month and year.
It came
Recently?
in 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Almost exactly.
What
4 years and a
happened?
couple months.
Yeah.
We were in a lockdown.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't the lockdown
But it was something else
in the streets.
that mattered.
And he said that it was planned.
Huh.
And then
Of the place that you went to today?
where'd he go?
Oh,
Friend
friend
man?
man's gone.
My man didn't want to get canceled.
You know, hey, no, that's smart, friend man.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
I'll say
I
that
was
you won't get canceled by simply disagreeing. with
Hearing
this-
about it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm just listening.
Yeah. It
I know
was-
I'm being so vague, but it is because I don't want to not get hired,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
but I think we've given enough away where if you know,
Yeah.
you could find it.
I think everything else about the shoot you could say has been like very professional.
Oh, the
whatever.
shoot's been great.
They just made an oopsie 4 years ago, and it's
Yeah.
wild that it's still on their homepage of their website.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not like buried deep. Just homepage.
Yeah.
Huh.
The friend that we were talking to just scrolled down and went, huh? And then clicked on it, and then we all sat around watching the video because we thought it was a spoof.
It takes because I thought it was a
You
spoof.
could
Like
play apology video bingo with this.
I thought it was a spoof that was some weird like marketing thing.
Yeah.
Of being like, I've learned the error of my ways, but now I know.
Like Tolarian Academy's thing.
Or just be like, I've learned the error of my ways, and now everything's half off. Or
Yeah.
like something.
Wait,
That's,
really?
that's
no,
what we
no,
thought it was.
that's what
Oh,
we thought was
okay.
happening.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it took 45 seconds for him to say what it was about.
That he was apologizing for.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Wild.
Hey, friend man.
Hey, what's up?
Have you been to Washington, D.C. within the past 4 years?
Um,
It wasn't about that.
no,
Oh.
not 4 years.
No.
Well, then I'm lost.
It was
about
not about
6 years.
DC.
Oh,
He was
6
there
years?
6 years.
6 years? Okay, then you're clear.
Okay.
That became a more personal question since it's not what we're talking about. Now I'm very confused.
We'll
No.
tell you later.
Okay.
Just, it mattered. That's the key word.
I immediately am
Washington, D.C. is
thinking
a pretty nice city.
it is. Well, whenever we went way back when, it was very dry. They don't keep their lawns up very well.
No?
Oh,
Mm.
It was a nice
Okay.
topic change from Friend Man. I appreciate it. Speaking of big cities that we've been to, we went to San Diego recently.
What
Why?
a solid transition.
wow.
Why?
Just for fun.
I could have said
Sightsee.
See?
for an even better transition, but I wouldn't have agreed with it.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of nice cities,
Whoa.
I don't agree.
You don't think
Wow.
San Diego's a nice city?
I wasn't about it.
The city of pee.
It smelled like pee everywhere. Like more than New York smells like pee.
But we did fun stuff there.
But we did fun stuff because we were at Comic-Con.
Inside. And also the beach was good.
The beach was good. Sean was there at the beach. He got into the ocean wearing just full pants
All of his
and
clothes.
shirt.
Yeah, he told me about that. It was an experience for him.
I bet.
And then he got sunscreen in his eye.
Yeah, for about a half hour. Shouldn't be laughing because it's pretty bad for him.
Is that why he's in the hospital?
It all started there.
Yeah, so like we've talked about it in our last episode for sure. We went to San Diego Comic-Con because our short film, Hello, My Name is Friend Man, which normally I would say is fictional, but because Friend Man's here, is completely real.
It's all
That's
true.
a real documentary, right?
And the character there's a character in it that just weirdly happens to look like Bryce. It's not Bryce.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
I thought that's not you.
that's AI.
Oh.
Yeah,
what?
most of our crowds are AI.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Mhm.
we took our film, Hello, My Name is Friend Man, to Comic-Con, and pretty crazy,
What a twist.
we won Best Humor.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's a
Because
documentary.
it's a real film.
Phil Lamar doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so the judges were pretty cool,
Yeah.
and I feel proud of what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the judges all had really nice things to say about it.
Yeah.
If you want to check out what they had to say, then you can go check out our Comic-Con travel video that's on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
And in that video, you see the judges talking about our film, and they say really nice things.
They did.
Phil Lamar, yes, it was one of the judges,
Mhm.
because he's Comic-Con related. You know,
Yeah.
he's an actor and a voice actor. He's been
Oh, man.
Hermes in Futurama and Kit Fisto in Clone Wars, I believe, and Samurai Jack in Samurai Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of other things.
John Jones.
John Jones. He was also in Mad TV
Mm.
back in the day. So I just want to say thank you to Comic-Con
Yeah.
and our friends and families,
Mm-hmm.
the other filmmakers, and our supporters.
Yeah.
Because couldn't have done any of that without you guys. And yeah,
It was
that's-
very cool,
Yeah.
unexpected, cool to see how excited people were for us.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was most unexpected just because, like, one, we haven't gotten into a lot of festivals with this
No.
film, and I think a big reason is the length.
Mm-hmm.
Two, the other short films that we were up against were really good.
Yeah.
Like, they were just made really well. And they, like, were also funny. Like, is
Yeah.
humor. But,
They also clearly had a budget, and
oh, yeah.
our budget was how far to zero can we keep it? And
What
then-
favors can we pull from friends?
Yeah.
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 Our biggest spend on the budget was paying Kayla to
Mm-hmm.
make my costume, and even that she did at a discount.
Yeah.
So like,
It was that, and then the gas to drive back to Bloomington because we lived in Cincinnati by then.
yeah.
It was pretty cool to, because that weekend I had a family reunion, and I sat down with my dad. His favorite show is Futurama, and we're watching an episode. Hermes comes in, and I was like, he liked our short film. He said, who? So had to explain that one, but
Yeah.
well, once he got it, he thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
Kayla is also a big Futurama fan, and then she obviously made the costume for Super, and then Phil Lamar specifically said he really liked the costume, so it was like, good.
Oh yeah.
She will like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was bummer for the awards ceremony. Bryce and Kayla couldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
We had
You
a
guys
plane
were
to
already on your
catch.
plane back home because the awards were on Sunday,
Yeah.
and our plane didn't leave until Sunday night. Brody, our good friend, he came out with us, and that was a lot of fun. It was good to hang out with Brody again. I've missed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were there for the screening and our Q&A. We did a Q&A.
Yep.
Uh,
I really tried during that Q&A to get. I'm so glad Brody went to the front and
Yeah.
videotaped it, because the little tripod thing that I had, the little motion thing, there was an update that needed to happen with the app, and I didn't do that, and it would take too long, so I just tried to brute force it to just work and
Yeah.
be stable. Then it just kept flipping over and just like going to limp mode.
Yeah.
So frustrating. But I looked at one point. I just looked over and saw Brody was in the front. I was like, okay, he's got it. He's got it.
I don't think I included really any of the Q&A in the travel video, just because it's not that exciting to watch us do a Q&A, especially because we didn't really get that many questions.
Which means our movie is self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But yeah, go watch that video. What else did we do at Comic-Con? A lot of panels.
Yeah.
Exhibitor halls.
Yeah.
Ate some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Walked a lot.
Walked a lot. I think 20,000 steps at some point on one day.
Well, we had a 40-degree incline outside our hotel.
Yeah.
We and Brody and Sean, the first night, stayed at a different hotel because you guys didn't get in until the day after us. The first hotel we stayed at is apparently just like the hottest spot in town.
I mean, it was cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
But like you walk inside and there's a DJ booth and a bar and a coffee bar and a diner and a different restaurant. And then downstairs was a speakeasy, and you have to
All the things you really like to
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
And like leopard print upholstery and like reflective surfaces.
Yeah.
It's like you know you're in a fancy place.
Sounds like a sex thing. Leopard print mirrors.
And obviously, Friendman knows about the leopard print because, I mean, he didn't stay with us at the hotel, but he was there.
We
at
sent him
Comic-Con.
pictures. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also at Comic-Con.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sean really debriefed me before he went off.
Here's everything that I've seen and heard.
Here's everything I can think of.
And it truly was.
Let me just get out my list real quick.
Well, I mean, the hotels were overworked because, they're
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised if Friendman was running around helping the hotel workers.
That's true, yeah.
It's
So
like,
helpful.
room service.
To get to a room at that hotel, you have to walk past the pool. You have to walk past the pool.
It's like it said it was a historic pool, and I was like, that's a weird phrase, and then I did not look into it any further. But like, there's like a U shape, and then you come out, and then the pool is right there, and then I think the U was filled in, and now it's a square of rooms around the pool. And it's like, that seems to be a later addition. So we were on all the way
Yeah.
towards the back. So there were, just people everywhere in bathing suits and loud music, and we were just like rolling past with our
Yeah,
suitcases
because it's not like
to get
there's
to our
I-
room.
when I say you have to walk by the pool, I don't mean there's a sidewalk that you're walking on and then, oh, here's the pool area right next to it. There's no sidewalk.
It's like you're in between the water and the lounge chairs.
Oh.
And that's how you get to your room.
Oh.
Very goofy.
Yeah.
The room was very cute. We had bunk beds.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. It was good.
They like full size bunk beds.
Yeah,
even?
full
They're not
size
like
mattress
twins.
bunk bed.
Full, yes. Like the mattresses were full size. It was
Wait,
great.
full-size bunk bed?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
What is that?
So a full size mattress.
Yeah,
And another one above it.
2 of them.
does not compute. I'm trying, and it's not happening.
No, that's why I was like, oh, all of us could stay here if
Yeah.
we like really wanted to.
Picture bunk bed, but wide.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
So that was that hotel. The second hotel was fine. There were ants.
Which okay,
But
we
it's
we
better
did.
than bed bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to do a little bit of last minute canvassing of the hotel options we had available to us. And our options, without saying hotel names, were cockroaches, bed bugs, or
Sex workers.
no, that was cockroaches.
Oh, that was oh.
Yeah, and
for one.
cockroaches also had small flies.
Mm,
That one was yeah.
3 for 1.
And then the one we landed at had ants.
Which like wasn't nobody like really said anything in the reviews that there were ants.
Yeah.
There were just like some in the bathroom.
They were just like
cool.
It's a pretty cheap hotel, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Great breakfast.
Yeah, the breakfast bar
Really
was
good
actually
break.
pretty good. I was kind of
Yeah.
surprised.
Mhm.
Well, we were talking to our friend who came down, and I think she has family who lives around there, but she was telling us that we told her about the ants, and she was just like, "Yeah, it's kind of common around here." It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't the end of the world. It was just like, hey, there's some ants.
Yeah.
The worst was I woke up and there was a single ant on my glasses.
A friend.
Yeah.
He just wants to see.
Yeah, we did lots of panels. We did a Star Trek Doctor Who panel. We did a Doctor Who podcast panel. Ninja Turtles. Some Marvel comics. Some other comics.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. What else did we do, friend man?
Yeah.
You
We
were at
saw
the Star
some
Trek
random-
Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was at Star Trek Doctor Who, the Invincible one,
Oh, Invincible was good.
NASA. True NASA.
Oh, NASA. The NASA panels were really cool.
Yeah.
We sat through a Dragon Age panel. Lego Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Jamie was there.
Jamie from Lego Masters was there.
Yeah.
Producers on Producing, which was
Yeah.
really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be in that one, we sat through Skinwalker
We
Ranch,
sat through the secrets of Skinwalker Ranch.
which was the dumbest panel.
It was so funny.
It sounds awesome, though.
It like
if it was about just actual Skinwalker Ranch, whatever, but it was about the reality TV show.
yeah.
When it was like the 6th season's coming out this fall, and it's like
They kind of it's so like you can't argue against it. Like whether or not you believe in supernatural stuff, you cannot argue against it of like the like legitimacy angle because it's like this is on the History Channel.
Yeah.
This is televised for entertainment.
So it's
can't-
real.
I can't believe that this is true. And
Yeah.
then they talked about it in the panel of like, we cannot get funding for this because no one wants to in the government. So it's like, you can't have a verified source or like quote unquote verified source. Like the only way that we can do this is by doing it for entertainment purposes so that
Yep.
we can then find the answers to these things. And
We
like,
can only take a picture of an alien if the government is funding us. Otherwise, cameras off.
yeah. It
Man.
was a little goofy. Respect the search. I hope they find what they're looking for.
The cryptid was love all along.
It was the friends we made along the way.
art of the movie poster panel.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Brody and I went to a Batman panel. You and Sean went to a Kiki.
40th anniversary of Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yep.
And they had one of the artists show original art in some of the panels.
Mhm.
The detail on that was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Redman, you were at Comic-Con. You could have also been there. I just know that Sean was there. You could have.
Yeah, no, I could have been there, but it was a packed room from what I heard, and it was whenever Sean got there, he was told that you're probably not going to get in, but then luckily they both got in, so that was great.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I saw a Friendman at the Doctor Who podcast panel.
Yeah, he was there. I was,
Yeah.
I was
Friendman
with him.
was there.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
where Sean went.
He got sick again.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
We
he was
woke up
actually-
and Sean wasn't around.
He was dealing with the sunscreen in his eye.
Oh, okay.
came back.
Yeah.
That one was a buzzer beater, for us at least.
Yeah.
Doctor Who
Yeah.
panel, because that was the day that we were in cosplay. Took a minute for us to get it together, and you and Sean and I guess. Well, I
No,
didn't
Sean
see
wasn't there.
Sean. I know that you met up
Yeah,
with Friendman later there.
Yeah. Sean,
Um,
Sean again dealing with the sunscreen.
Yeah. And you guys left like 2 hours earlier than we did. We were getting our stuff together.
Was it really 2 hours before you that we left?
I thought it was like 2 to hour and a half.
I think it was probably. I don't think it was 2 hours,
No?
but it was. I mean, you left like.
we got
If it
the
started at
place.
10, I think you got there at like 8:30 or something, or 9.
I think close to 9.
Yeah.
I was thinking 9.
Okay.
Probably an hour and a half. Before.
Hour and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. It just feels longer when we're getting ready. It's a lot of cloth
Yeah.
and safety pins. But we get ourselves together. Kay can't walk that far in boots, so we spend $15 to get there.
Uber.
And it's like, yeah, through Uber.
Yeah.
And then we get into this very long line. Everyone's like, oh, nice costume. Thank you. What are those red wristbands everyone has on? And one lady was like, oh, you have to go to the convention center to get them.
Oh.
And I still wasn't clear on what they did, so I thought, oh, you need one to get into the thing, period.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I was thinking, okay, we've realized we don't have our passes.
Yeah.
We probably can't get in because we have to get one of those wristbands. This thing is going to let people in a few minutes. Let's just cut our losses. It's 15 minutes to buy another pass. Let's just go to the convention center and have a time. We start walking, and that's whenever we see you
We're in a different line.
in a different line.
Yep.
No wristbands. And, we're talking. We're just kind of saying, it sucks to suck, I guess. We're going to cut our losses. And then they start letting the big line in.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt... thought crossed my mind of like, oh, what if we just jumped in? These are our friends. I looked at the people behind you. I'm like, I can't do that to these poor people. And so we said bye, started walking, found the end of the line. I was like, let's just see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see if we can make it in. So we get in line. We start moving. And then once we get past the person, I had pulled up our tickets on our phone. Like, hey, I promise we did paid our dues. He barely looked at it and let us through and then cut off the line behind us.
Wow.
I think they let in a few people afterwards, but he definitely was like, and we're stopping right here. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah. Our side of that story is just we got there early and we saw, because there was a lottery to get assured in.
Oh, is that what it was?
And if you got the lottery, then you had to get a wristband to be like, I got the lottery. And then there was if we don't fill all the seats with the lottery, then you can wait in this line and we'll let you in. And we were, I don't know, like 6th or 7th in that line when we got there.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the front.
We were like real close to the front and we were like kind of surprised. And because we were so close, we were like, yeah, we'll just wait it out.
Mm-hmm.
But then the red wristband line was just getting longer and longer. And we were like, I don't know. Bummer, but whatever. And then the line behind us was getting longer. And we were like, whew. Hope Bryce and Kayla get down here and can make it. And you guys did, and that's good. But then we ended up talking to the guy next to us in line. And he was really cool. And he has a TARDIS door that every living doctor and at least one non-living doctor.
Everyone since the second Doctor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that has signed this door.
And some companions.
And companions. And he didn't bring the door with him, but he brought the window. He took the window out to try to get Chudy Gatwa's signature. I don't know if he got it. But he is from Iowa, and he works at a cool comic book store. I mean, I've never been. I'm just saying it's cool because I'm supporting.
He seemed
this
like
guy.
a cool guy.
Yeah, Acme Comics.
Oh, that's funny.
In Sioux City, Iowa. So if you're from Sioux City, Iowa, or in the area, go check out Acme Comics.
And don't get sued by Warner Brothers.
He was a cool dude.
Is this our first real ad?
I don't think it's a real ad.
Okay, our first fake ad.
No.
Our first fake real ad.
No, I think we've done fake ads before.
Hours?
Okay, my bad.
Friend man, are you part of the podcast family now?
For today, at least, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean by hours then. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What cool things did we buy from Comic-Con? Let's try to speed this up a bit.
Oh, before we move to that, just real quick on panels, we accidentally sat through the Family Guy panel.
Oh yeah.
We wanted to see Critical Role. We knew that was going to get filled, so we went into the one before. We had no idea what it was, couldn't find it on the schedule, and then we got lowest right out of the gate. Which it was cool to see Sean Green. That's pretty much the only person Seth Green. That was pretty much the only person
Sean's just on the mind for some reason.
I was just thinking about Sean. I kind of miss him.
Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. No offense, friend man.
No, I get it.
But yeah, we saw that. It was very strange. Apparently, everyone's really into and keeps asking for more Star Wars ones, which is also a thing.
Yeah. Have you seen Seth Green read Anakin's monologue from Episode 3? Or like not monologue, but the lines from Episode 3 of Mustafar as Chris.
I did. I think I saw that video. Yeah. They had one of the lady. I think she plays the. Oh, what's her? The maid. I think she was there.
The maid?
I mean, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know.
She's super candid. Like she was really cool. I wish I remembered. I fell asleep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we were both tired. We both fell asleep.
I mean, I was drifting off in panels that I wanted to be in because it was just.
Well, it's a little more noticeable when the person next to you is also falling asleep, and she has a large oval headdress,
headpiece,
and you can clearly see it go. Whoop. Like, we gotta stay awake.
Yeah.
We need to see Mr. Mercer. So, which that one was fun. Travis, who's part of Critical Role, is an amazing. Like, he wasn't the presenter, but he is just also an amazing presenter. Like, every single thing that they had to pull to or show off, I don't know. It's just they're really talented in getting people excited.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were seeing all this, like, really cool and exclusive stuff just by the energy. It was just stuff that they were releasing in general.
Yeah.
I think there was one piece of concept art that was exclusive to that panel, but it was just a joy to be in that room.
That's nice.
So.
Nice.
Okay. What do we all get from Comic-Con? Got some dice.
Dice and shirts.
Dice and shirts.
And free posters.
A lot of free
Sonic
posters.
screwdrivers.
Sonic screwdrivers. TARDIS tote bag.
A Dyson shirt?
No.
Dice.
Dice
and
hand
Oh,
shirts.
okay.
my favorite vacuum company.
I prefer shark.
Really?
Found a little Jeff the Shark cutout. Speaking of sharks.
You
That's
did.
true.
It's true.
More of a Dust Devil kind of guy.
Ooh. A connoisseur.
Did any of us find a Funko Pop?
No, I didn't get a Funko.
No.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
I got a playmat.
They were crazy. What?
I got a playmat.
For
Nice.
Magic.
Okay, cool.
It's a dragon on it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right. I'm shifting us out of Comic-Con.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you
Oh,
talked about
okay.
Magic.
Oh, I have a good transition to this if we're talking about Magic.
Do it.
So we went to this one. Blue Burrow came out that weekend, so we went to a booth to try to get Blue Burrow things because for some reason Hasbro wasn't selling their own products. So we went to a second-hand retailer, and we went to go to get Blue Burrow packs. We saw that they had the pre-release packs, so we asked for 2. But then I saw that they had individual packs, so I was like, let's stay on the cheaper side. Let's just grab a couple packs. So I said, hey, can I have any singles? And I didn't know if he was just selling the box as a whole, or if it was like taking it out. I think he thought I meant single cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just looks me dead in the eye, super serious, and is like, that's illegal. Like, huh? And he goes on to talk about, I zoned out 5 different times during him talking. Because his talking points went from that to how someone was trying to scam us. I wasn't sure if it was Wizards of the Coast or the game store. That part threw me off. But then he talked about how, you gotta believe me, game stores across the Midwest are going out. And in my head, I'm just like, I can name 3 that are in the city that I'm in,
Yeah.
and they're with
But
more on the
one's
way.
going out.
They're not going out because they're
true,
out
that's
of
true.
service. They're going out because they want to go to more events.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
So-
doing a brick and mortar.
Yeah, their business is fine. But this dude just went off for 7 minutes. At the end of it, I didn't want to ask any more questions, so I said, "The two what would I say? Pre-release packs. These are fine."
Yeah.
It was just 0 to 100. I was tired.
That's
We
fair.
got some good polls though.
That's good.
That's good.
Nice.
You
You want to name one?
Oh yeah, name one.
This whole time, Kay was really wanting Ral, a blue-red otter, because she loves otters. And immediately, one of the first things she pulled was Ral.
Very good.
Cool.
So
Very good.
solid.
Well, speaking of Magic, I'm basically a master at the game Magic the Gathering.
That's true. That's true.
Bryce and I
You've built your own
recently-
decks.
Or I've built my own decks.
Yeah.
I've got one mostly arrived already, actually.
Mhm.
Like some of it is still coming in the mail, but like half of it I have. But Bryce and I went to a game shop
Mm-hmm.
to Magic the Gathering night,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a three player game of the two of us and some guy,
Very nice guy.
very nice guy. I was doing so well that the guy forfeited.
Well, okay. Scooping isn't a. It's not a. I can't do this. And this is bad. It's a. I'm in a
I've
no-win
heard other
situation.
things. I've heard other things from.
Oh,
friends
have
of
you,
mine.
friend man? Have you
Yeah,
heard
I've
that
got
there's a
this-
way to be peaceful with it?
Well, I have heard about the peace incident. Yeah.
No, scooping isn't peace.
Well,
Scooping is conceding.
Oh, this
politely.
is good for the audience.
Yeah, they have no idea what we're talking about. Anyways,
The only way to win is to not play.
yeah. I mean, yeah. And to be fair, you were using one of my decks.
who was?
Huh?
I was when I did so well that I beat the random guy.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Who's
play
on
that.
first?
No, the guy, he was nice, but when we started, we rolled a die to see who would go or who would choose if they wanted to go first or not. And I rolled one of my spin down counters because hey, a D20 in the air is fair. Whatever comes down,
That's what they
Spin
say.
down means that the 1 is next to the 2 and the 2 is next to the 3 and so on until 20. Most 20-sided die are in a random order, so the numbers aren't next to each other.
but anyways, we did that, and he was like, you shouldn't do that. What?
That's illegal.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
that's illegal. No, not again.
he kind of did do that, and he was just like, that wouldn't fly in a D&D game.
Well, he tried to cover him because I gave him a weird look. So I was like, it doesn't really matter. And he was like, I'm just saying it wouldn't really fly in a D&D game.
Yeah.
And my brain got clogged with 5 very not kind responses.
Because it's like, someone you don't know is immediately like, that's not going to fly in a D&D game.
To someone who's played D&D for a long while.
And also not actively playing D&D in this moment.
Exactly.
I'm trying to make fun of the dude who is just like one of those moments where it's just like,
What's the goal?
relax a little bit.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
isn't like, we're just playing,
Could have said nothing.
yeah, just having fun.
Yeah.
After that, it was completely fine. I
Yeah.
think probably he was just nervous playing with people he didn't know
Yeah.
and just,
As were we.
yeah.
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 But yeah, no, it was fun. They didn't like that I was about to win, so
Okay, so Bryce played a card that was like, if he has 20 creatures by the start of his next turn, he wins, and he had like 26 creatures, and so I played the game so well.
the deck did pop off for you. It did work very well.
I played a card that dealt 1 damage to every creature on the board, and like half of Bryce's,
They were all 1/1s.
which
I
means
had
that
something that
they
would
would
have
die.
I had something in my hand that would have given them like I think 4 1/1 counters each,
Gotcha.
but I just
Yeah.
didn't have the mana. Now, actually thinking about it, I agree with the guy scooping
Yeah.
because you killed his commander like 5 different times.
When you kill a commander, it costs 2 extra mana every time it dies.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where he had to spend 19 mana, and that's a lot of mana, and he was too short. And
On mana, not physically.
Yes, he was actually quite tall.
Very tall man.
Too short on mana, as in the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was just like, he wins.
Well, you also did something real nasty.
Did. So he paid 15, or what? Maybe I guess 17, whatever it was, to get the commander back up on the board. If he had done that, he could have actually done some decent damage to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a card that dealt the amount of damage that is the strength of one of my cards. So if my card was 12 strong and his card was 9 strong, then this instant card that I could play at any time deals 12 damage to his 9 strong card, killing it. So he got the commander out, and I said, no, thank you, and I killed it instantly.
This man said, in response.
I did feel bad, because that's not in my nature,
But you did play the game.
but I played the game.
Yeah, that is true. I wanted to stick it out, but I also wanted to go home.
I was also happy because we then went back to your place and just looked at cards and just hung out.
It's a chill night.
So you wanted to go home so badly you were willing to scoop?
Technically, I didn't scoop.
If one person scoops...
No, we could have still gone for it.
Oh, so you're saying that I scooped? No, you touched your cards before I did. No, you scooped, my friend.
So you won the game then, Bryce? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, well, that changes things.
Yeah.
Well, for more Magic content, check back in next month. But for now, I'm going to cap the Magic conversation because we lost half of our audience. 2 people.
We'll just skip forward a little bit.
This month we had a week without the Year of the Movie podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
You're on a commercial this week, and I'm on one next week.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep. We were busy. Just didn't really have the time.
But we recorded 2 new episodes.
Yeah.
That will start coming out.
So if you pay attention closely, there will be 3 videos where we're wearing these
the exact
outfits.
same clothes.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
This is our 3rd recording that we've been in today.
Yeah.
This is our 4th podcast recording that we've done today.
Yeah.
We have been here
in this
12
room.
hours.
There's no windows here.
Yeah.
There's windows. They go to another room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Coming up, more Year of the Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly back on Magic. Potentially, Bryce is going to make a travel video of MagicCon.
Oh, yeah. So MagicCon's coming up at the end of October.
If you want to do that.
Do
what you want.
I do because, and I don't want to say MagicCon's going to be boring and uneventful, but also it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of... It's not like Comic-Con where there's a lot of different panels going on about this and that.
Playing Magic.
It looks like just a lot of playing Magic.
Mm-hmm.
But they're introducing mystery boosters too. So some of these cards haven't been printed in a while. Some of them haven't been printed physically at all.
That's fun.
Well, feel free to pick me up.
All right, Venmo me $20
Oh, God.
because I think that's how much they are.
If they are they gonna like show artwork of upcoming, like I know there's a Marvel deck. Are they gonna be like, here's some of the Marvel deck
Like
cards?
a sneak peek of anything?
I don't know if they're gonna sneak peek that. I know they're heavily leaning on I forget the name of it, but it's like a horror haunted house kind of deal. That's the set that's coming out. They've released a lot of stuff about that. Like there's one creature that's it's literally a FOMO card, fear of missing out or something. There's one that's just a doll, and I can't remember what it's called, but when you look closer at it, you see the doll is made up of spiders.
Bad.
And then it's
the
kinda
worst
cute.
material, some would
What do you
say.
mean? It looked structural. I've seen dolls made of fabric that have been falling apart, and that thing, locked in. And then, oh gosh, I think that's it. They have a cosplay thing, but Kay's not able to make it out.
Gotcha.
I thought about making an Oko
Yeah.
cosplay, but I might have to fly cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put a pair of shorts in a bag and go.
Nice.
Good.
All right, that's the end of it. That's the end of the magic discussion.
Everyone stop bringing it up.
Guys, I'm looking at you.
From when do you play?
I've known people who play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you in the game sometime.
Other things that are coming up. Year of the movie. Should
I
I
look forward
mention
to it.
that?
I'm gonna hold you to that. Sorry.
And we have some slight updates
Uh-huh.
on some other shows. We're bringing back, and we've talked about it many times in the past year that we've done this show. Bringing back the typing show that that we used to do on the Virtual Cocktail Proper channel before we had this channel,
Mm-hmm.
where we just ask people questions while they're doing typing games. We're gonna bring that back, but we're making some progress now with bringing that back.
Yeah.
We've had some discussions. We've got some ideas rolling. Have a potential new name for the show,
We've got a list of guests.
so that's fun. The
Mhm.
guests this time are more than just people we know. They're
Yeah.
going to be stand-up comedians,
Mm-hmm.
so that should add some humor.
You got any sit-down comedians?
We could find that guy.
Oh yeah, we went to a show once where it was this weird storytelling comedy thing. I don't know. But
It almost worked.
It almost worked. This guy though was very funny.
Mhm.
It was sort of Joe Pera-esque.
It was
but,
so
like,
funny because it was
Anti-Joe Pera.
pretty uncomfortable the entire time, and it was just like, you're committing to this.
The guy
That's
had like
wild.
audio playing in the background that was just like sit down comedy.
It was his own voice.
Yeah, it was his own voice, and then every once in a while, because he's sitting on a stool the whole time, just sitting there, and he'd be like, "This is sit down comedy."
And then he would tell like stories and do random jokes, and then just like pause for a long time and be like, "This is sit down comedy."
And then like at one point he did get up because he was like, I went to CVS and I got a receipt, and then he got up, leaned down, picked up a receipt, and then walked across the entire stage pulling the receipt.
just kept
It just
going.
kept going.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That's
that
pretty
bit-
good.
He was very funny.
Yeah.
Let's get him on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the typing show with a different name is coming back. I'd check out next year maybe.
We'll have more info in
We're
the coming
we're
months.
recording it in the next couple
Yeah.
of months, but we want to edit it all before we release it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the board game show, we're making some progress on that. We're gonna record one episode, just kind of as a test,
See what happens.
see what happens. If it's good, then sure, we can release it,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll hang on to it until we make the rest of that season.
Mm-hmm.
The typing show season's gonna be 6 episodes released on Mondays every other week,
Mm-hmm.
and then some clips from the episodes in between. So that's 12 weeks of content right there. And that's how you do it, kids. Both of those shows, whether you know this or not, will also have a Patreon exclusive bonus video.
Mm-hmm.
The typing show will be typing related, and the board game one will be related to whatever game we're playing, whether it's just like we play another round of a game or we just talk about the game or something.
The stakes are raised or somehow.
We
We're
we
sitting-
put real money on it.
Yeah.
I thought we would just sit in higher chairs.
Keep the table the same though.
So that's kind of what's coming up in terms of VCR. Don't really have anything else, I don't think. Am I forgetting anything?
Mm,
Great.
yeah.
Let's move on to community response.
Woo. Wow.
There's no actual segue, but it's just me doing that. But I thought it sounded
I
good.
feel transported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magical.
Mm-hmm.
From our clip, we met Deadpool and Wolverine at San Diego Comic-Con, which is a clip from our travel video. And that video, or the clip is just Friend Man. He meets Wolverine and Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alia-N5Y says, "That's so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
is
thought it was
Ollie.
cool too.
Harley's. I don't want this to be an explicit podcast, so I'm not going to say it.
Can I see it?
Harley's Butch 9501.
Oh.
I don't want to make it explicit because it just adds more work for me to do later. Harley's Butch doesn't say Butch. It's not Butch. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bush.
No.
Female dog.
It matters.
9501 says he was starstruck at the end. Laugh emoji with the tears, like laugh cry. Speaking about Friendman being starstruck.
Yeah.
I didn't need to include this. Now that I think about it,
Didn't need to include what?
this comment, I probably didn't.
I appreciate the comment,
Yeah.
Harley.
In one of the old VHS episodes, I say that we're not going to cover every comment. And then in every video since then, we've covered every comment.
We've made a lot of promises, and we've said some things that we didn't mean.
Do we need to make an apology?
No, we've already had an apology episode.
We're not
Oh,
going to
that's
put it
right.
on the homepage of our website.
Only one per year.
Just one after another.
After September, then we can do an apology video. Because next month is our 1 year of doing this show.
You know what? Harley's B. You can define yourself as an individual. You don't have to be Harley's
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
You're your own person.
Yeah, you
Your
are the
own
Joker.
me.
You are the Joker. Chin up, buddy.
From our clip, our opinions on the Hasbro Cinematic Universe, which is a clip of our Year of the Movie podcast episode talking about Transformers Rise of the Beast. We're talking about the Hasbro Cinematic Universe because there's going to be an upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie. So in this clip, I'm saying that I want Transformers, G.I. Joe, Dungeons and Dragons, Monopoly. Just get that.
All the greats.
I can tell you exactly how that can happen.
And so did we. And we're not talking about Magic.
Magic the Gathering. Universe Beyond. There are Transformer cards.
I know. That's why I brought it up.
You have G.I. Joe cards. Barbie cards.
So in that episode,
Wait, that's Mattel.
our friend of the channel, Paul Monge, says, I look forward to the post-credit scene where the My Little Pony equivalent of Nick Fury recruiting Tony Stark happens. I, too, look forward to when My Little Pony gets recruited.
I'll be okay with that as long as it's animated.
I think it's Rainbow Dash as the Nick Fury equivalent.
Oh, you think the My Little Ponies are Nick Fury? There's not someone else as Nick Fury? Because to
I
me...
think it's Rainbow Dash with an eye patch.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because I feel
trench
like,
coat.
spoilers, in the ending of Rise of the Beasts, G.I. Joe recruits the guy from the movie.
Yes.
So G.I. Joe is the Nick Fury. So I think
Well-
G.I. Joe would recruit
Is G.I. Joe a man?
whoever that guy was. He's the Nick Fury recruiting people.
I thought he was the Coulson. He had Coulson vibes in a Nick Fury role.
Okay. But then someone at G.I. Joe
His rising
is
sign.
recruiting My Little Pony, so it's not going to be Rainbow Dash.
Yeah. I still think at the end of the movie, Rainbow Dash shows up.
Well, that's the that's like
who
the
gets
Tony
recruited.
that's like the Tony Stark
Yeah.
recruiting Abomination thing. It's like a little trickle down.
Yeah.
But it's full like what's it called, Space Jam, where it's a live action next to an animated thing.
Yeah.
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 Also on our clip, our opinions on the Hasbro Cinematic Universe.
Sorry, they could go up against Phyrexians. End sentence.
Also, in our clip, our opinions on the Hasbro Cinematic Universe. User JoeMan24_ says, please stop talking.
Oh,
He said, please.
So we responded. We responded because, as we've said before, we don't really like negativity on our channel. We like being kind. We like, at the very least, being civil in the comments.
Mhm.
And please stop talking. While he did say please,
Uh-huh.
maybe not the most nicest thing. So we said, thanks for the feedback, and thanks for saying please. And Joe Man 24_ said, of course. And see, that's what you gotta do.
Civil.
You just gotta get in there.
Just bridging to have that dialogue.
And you know what happened after he left his comment? We went up 1 subscriber. Now, I'm not saying Joe Man 24_ was that subscriber. However,
Saying he phoned a friend.
Joe Man 24_ get in the comments and let us know if you're subscribed, please. And with
Joe
that-
Man, are you like? Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
You're good, friend man. You
Yeah.
go.
I was just wondering, Joe Man, are you like a superhero whose power is Joe, or is your
Yes.
name Joe and you're a man?
First name Joe,
That's just
last
all I
name
was
Man.
curious.
Joe Man.
24_.
I got banned from a subreddit
You got banned
What?
from a subreddit?
recently. Yeah, I just remembered that.
What subreddit?
Justice Served.
Why'd you get banned?
Because, and I don't know how they find this out. I follow Justice Served. I probably shouldn't because there's some people just post violence in there.
Yeah.
But there was one of a post from a sponsored subreddit came up. I didn't look at what the subreddit was. I just saw that it was one of those plain memes with a lot of controversial figures and some empty seats, and it was like, which seat are you sitting in?
Uh-huh.
So like had Trump and Kamala, and then a space in between. They like had a little area of Dr. Disrespect and Putin, and it was like, pick your poison. And I thought it would be funny to just put, I'm going to choose number 10, which is in the back next to the restroom, because they said, who do you want to sit next to in a 10-hour flight?
Uh-huh.
So I said number 10, because I like to sit next to the restroom, while everyone else was talking about why they would choose where they would sit because of the people next to them. It was a silly little goof.
Uh-huh.
Didn't think much of it. Anyways, r/Justice Served came out and messaged me say, hey, you're banned. Like, what? I looked, and apparently that was posted under the Joe Rogan subreddit.
Mm.
And they have them, they block people who engage in subreddits that promotes violence either through what they say or their sponsors.
Uh-huh.
And I guess that includes Joe Rogan, who I don't follow.
What is Justice Served?
It's a dumb
Not serving justice.
subreddit.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
really is just like something happens and then someone gets tackled by a cop and it's like justice served, but most of it is usually just overtly violent.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
But they-
not worth it.
But this subreddit says you can't engage in violence.
Yeah. I can't pull it up. So I went through the appeal process and just say, hey, I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, well, if it happens again, we'll ban you. I'm like, oh, darn. So I got unbanned and then I unfollowed him. So
You can't fire me. I quit.
I quit. I will leave on my own terms. Thank you. I just thought it was silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry. The comments made me think of
No,
that.
you're
Yeah.
good. We're coming up to the end of our episode, which means it's game time, everybody.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Let's play a game.
Ooh.
And it's obviously just more bad movie descriptions because it's the easiest thing that I can do when throwing this episode together and not have to think of a different game each week.
Yay.
Has any of our clips since that first one blown up? No.
A little bit.
I don't
Not
know.
really.
I don't know why we haven't done another scavenger hunt. Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember
Every
watching
scavenger.
that one.
I missed that.
The scavenger hunt comes into play when I also build the role-playing scenario of that one specific family. You remember that?
The
Yeah.
family was separate, wasn't it?
When are we gonna
the
revisit?
family
that?
Those were
separate.
two different role playing.
We
one
did
was
the scavenger
Thanksgiving and then-
hunt where it was like find the most haunted thing, and then we also did like the build.
Yeah, but what were the
story
what were the items for?
They got worked into a
to
story.
build a story like sentence. by
Oh,
sentence.
okay, that's right. That's right.
Whereas in our last location, all we could find were church things,
Mhm.
and now we just find poop
Plumbing
things.
Yeah. Well, let's get
You come back
moving.
with a full toilet.
Let's get moving.
It's right outside.
I'll come in with the water.
Let's get moving. I love improv, but we gotta keep this.
Yeah.
Yes, and in
My
a
bad.
short time frame.
My bad.
All right, bad movie descriptions. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
A fireman buys up all the shampoo. I know that you've seen this because we watched it together.
Recently?
No.
Oh.
E.T.
It's not E.T., but
Damn.
I guess you're not terribly far off.
Oh? A fireman buys up all the soap. Now, this could also be a...
I can give you the brand of the soap if that's helpful.
Yes.
Is it Dove?
It's not Dove. It's Head and Shoulders.
Okay.
That sparked it, didn't it? See? Yeah, it's in your mind palace.
It was trickling into my mind palace before that, but is it the David Duchovny movie?
Uh-huh.
Is it what Invasion?
Nope.
It's
Starts with an E.
Evolution?
Evolution.
Evolution.
What? What is this?
I totally forgot that he
Evolution
was a fireman.
Is not David Duchovny wasn't, but
He was just an alien doctor.
he was a professor,
Yeah.
alien doctor. The guy from Dude, Where's My Car, Sean something. He was a
Right.
firefighter. It is a weird alien movie.
It's not a good one.
I enjoy it
Yeah.
because it's goofy,
It's so weird.
and they buy up all the shampoo.
Specifically Head and Shoulders.
Yes.
So it was branded.
You know, like in Signs, how the aliens react to water? In Evolution, the aliens react to Head
Corporate
and Shoulders.
shills.
Oh, Signs is a movie.
Signs is a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was trying to remember all the signs that
Stop signs.
that now we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
ready for our second one?
And stop signs were in E.T. I see.
Our second one. People with different genes are rejected by society and are invited to a place where they don't have to be ashamed of how different they are, and they become a family. It's not X-Men.
For the audio viewers, I was about to hit my button.
I too was prepared. It's been an X-Men summer.
Would you
for
like me to read it again?
Yeah.
Is it a superhero movie?
People with different genes are rejected by society. They are invited to a place where they don't have to be ashamed of how different they are, and they become a family. Friendman, do you have an answer?
This is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Do you look?
E.T.
Oh my god.
Technically, it's true.
It's not E.T.
Is it Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
It's not. We've done that. We've done that one before.
I'm just thinking, what
Yeah.
exactly makes the island of misfit toys happen? Maybe it's in their genes.
Do we have any other guesses I can give?
Superhero movie.
No.
May I get a spelling on the word jeans?
It is Genes.
Oh, all right.
People with different Philosopher's Stone.
No.
Harry Potter.
No. Now remember, I do take these from the internet. So if you disagree with the internet, and you don't disagree with me. You
No.
love me.
Mm.
You guys are my closest friends, and you support me. You don't support the internet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I can agree to that blanket statement.
So people with different genes are rejected by society and invited to a place where they don't have to be ashamed of how different they are and become a family. Also, they sing a lot.
Look out, world, 'cause here I come.
Huh?
And
I'm marching to the beat of my drum. The Greatest Showman?
yeah, it's the greatest showman.
Oh.
Okay.
Now I have my own
Okay.
clue
Mm.
that I added on to it, where I say in reality they were exploited for their differences until they died.
People were exploited with people with different
He-
genes were exploited until they died. And Hugh Jackman did a little song and dance about it.
Yeah.
I think X-Men counts for that.
I do think X-Men fits that description.
It's got Wolverine.
Hugh
It's
Jackman
just a
also
musical
in it.
version.
All right, ready for our next one?
Yeah.
A man decides between his love of a woman or his obsession of 26 men.
Do you think P.T. Barnum was our anchor character?
That's a Deadpool Wolverine spoiler, so if you haven't seen that, go watch it,
Well,
then
it's-
you'll understand that joke.
Yeah, well, one more time.
A man decides between his love of a woman or his obsession of 26 men.
Is this a sports movie?
Yes.
Oh,
Remember the Titans?
No. It's a rom-com.
I was about to say Moneyball.
It's a sports movie.
is it Next Goal Wins?
It's not Next Goal Wins.
A
Well, there
League
go
of
my
Their
sports
Own.
movies.
It's not A League of Their Own.
26
Mighty
men.
Ducks.
It's not 26 Men.
Mighty Ducks.
Not Mighty Ducks.
Little Giants.
It's not Little Giants. Do you want to know what sport has
Air
26 men on their team?
Sandlot.
It's not Sandlot.
Soccer.
Football.
No.
American football.
No.
Little Rascals.
It's not Little
The
Rascals.
Blind Side.
It's not The Blind.
I was just about to say the Blind Side.
Would you like to know what sport
Yeah.
has 26 men?
That's soccer, right?
Baseball has 26 men.
Sandlot.
It's
Oh, Field of Dreams.
It's not Field of Dreams. It's not Sandlot. I don't know if you guys know this one. I can tell you who's in it.
Rookie of the Year.
It's not Rookie of the Year.
Jackie.
It's,
Is it that one with the guy from Napoleon Dynamite?
I don't believe anyone from Napoleon Dynamite is in this movie.
Okay.
Would you like to know
Air Buddies.
our lead actor,
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon?
Really?
Not super familiar with his work.
No. He
Valentine's Day.
It's not Valentine's Day.
SNL as a concept.
It's not SNL as a concept.
It's the movie The Concept of SNL.
Would you like to know
Live from Wrigley Stadium.
the romantic interest and our lead actress in this film?
Yeah, I feel like this is a weird, like, a movie that shows up on listicles about movies that I won't know the title.
Yeah. Our lead actress
Uh-huh.
was Drew Barrymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, this is really familiar. I know I've read about this movie, and I don't know what it is.
All right. Are we giving up?
I don't think I've seen any movie with either of those two. E.T., final answer.
Oh.
Friend man, do we have a final answer from you?
X-Men.
Okay. The movie is called Fever Pitch.
Mm,
I've heard of it.
It's not a terrible movie, honestly.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like
Have you
your
seen it?
basic rom-com. I've seen it.
Oh.
I've seen it multiple times. All right. Ready for our next one?
Yep.
Mhm.
A man decides between his love of a woman or his obsession of 18 to 23 men.
Oh.
Next Goal Wins?
Field of
Animal
Dreams.
House.
It's none of what you just said.
Technically, they're not. They're ghosts.
But aren't they men?
Rudy?
Yeah.
It's not Rudy.
Little Giants.
It's not Little
He
Giant.
doesn't have to choose between them because they kind of come to his house.
They choose him.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what sport has 18 to 23 men?
Soccer.
Hoosiers?
Do we all want? It's not
Yeah.
Hoosiers. Do we all want to know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Soccer.
Oh, I was right.
Football.
Football. No, it's soccer. They named it first.
I'm trying
Bend
to.
it like Beckham.
I'm trying to give you a little clue. Football.
Football.
Oh, if it's English, I definitely didn't watch it.
Next goal wins.
It's not Next Goal Wins. Friend man guessed that.
Wimbledon.
No.
Wimbledon 2.
No. It's
Paddington too.
Challengers.
no. Neither. A man decides between his love of a woman or his obsession of 26 men. Sorry, that was the last one.
18 to 23.
A man decides between his love of a woman or his obsession of 18 to 23 men.
Brokeback Mountain Extended Edition.
Football.
We know sports.
All right. Do you guys want to know the answer?
You don't have an additional clue or anything?
Oh, you want to know who the
An
lead
actor
actor
or
is?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Our lead actor is Colin Firth.
I am more familiar with his work, but it's not Mamma Mia.
Here we go
Fantastic
again.
Beasts.
It's not Fantastic Beasts.
It's not.
Is he in Fantastic Beasts?
No.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of a different Colin.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Colin Firth.
Okay, so it's not Mamma Mia.
Would you like to know the lead actress?
It's not a single man. Yeah.
Is it the King's Speech?
It's not the King's. Okay, the lead actress in this one is Ruth Jamel.
Sandlot.
It's not
Not
Love
Sandlot.
Actually.
Why would you
Air
guess
Bud the soccer
Sandlot
movie.
again?
It's not Pride and
think it's a
Prejudice
good movie.
miniseries.
No.
And those are the things I know him from.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question because you guys aren't gonna get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do they call a soccer field?
Pitch.
The Pitch?
A field.
Fever pitch.
What?
You. You.
What?
I take back my statement and I believe in the internet now.
So in the year 1997, there was an English film called Fever Pitch,
I was going to guess that as a joke.
where a teacher obsessed with soccer and a team that hasn't won a League Cup in 18 years begins a shaky relationship. In the year 2005, there was an American film about a young teacher who starts dating a pretty businesswoman, and their romance goes well until baseball season begins, and he soon and Ben is completely obsessed with the Boston Red Sox.
Was this like one of those let's do the Office in America things, or was this just a coincidence?
I mean, the American one was adapted from
Okay.
Okay.
the English one.
This is
The English one was adapted from a book.
And that book was adapted from a napkin.
So that was just a little stinker question.
You are a little scamp.
this is why no one
Likes me?
cares about soccer. No. You're not the problem. Society's the problem. Soccer's the problem.
All right, we ready
They
for our
went
next?
from Colin Firth to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. So our next one. A man's imagination runs away with his wife.
Is your mic okay over there, friend man?
I think so, is it not?
She creaky.
It's real creaky because
Yeah.
you're holding it. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you're good. I think it's probably because I think Sean loosened the stand.
Oh, yeah, Sean never screwed that down.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I'm in Sean's place.
Oh, okay.
A little callback for you.
Answers that question.
Okay, so a man's imagination runs away with his wife.
Free guy.
Oh. I can picture a movie poster.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a kids movie.
B movie.
Multiplicity?
No to both.
It's a kids movie?
Yes. Like young adult. I don't know.
Bedtime stories.
No, but that's a good guess.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No.
Oh.
Do you want to know who's in it?
Yeah.
Not main character. Because I think that'd be too much.
Okay.
Andy Serkis is in it?
That could
Look-
be anything.
Lord of the Rings.
No. He's in it. He's not mocapped.
Twin Towers.
No.
I don't think
E.T.
that's...
Are you talking? You said Twin Towers, by the way.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's making the clip when you guess Twin Towers.
You could have been there. Hey, you could mocap a tower.
He meant two towers, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, could you just wear this mocap suit and bend over real quick? You're a tower, by the way.
Okay. Want to know who else
All right,
is in
I'm
it?
leaving.
Yeah.
I can't get canceled.
Not main character again, but who else is in it? Paul Bettany.
That could be anything.
Paul Bettany. Andy Serkis.
Avengers.
No, Andy Serkis is not
yeah, Avengers:
mocapped.
Age of Ultron.
Paul Bettany is not mocapped.
Neither
Avengers:
of them
Age
are
of
mocap.
Ultron.
But is it about a man's imagination who runs away with his wife?
Well,
I mean, Scarlet Witch uses the spell on them. Maybe. Oh, wait. Captain America ran. Yes, it is.
No, I'm gonna need some more explanation on how.
Scarlet Witch used the mind spell on them, right? And then they all started seeing things. And at one point, Captain America, he was imagining himself with Peggy Carter, and they danced off together in their in the imagination, and that
No, but that
wasn't
is-
yet his wife.
That
but,
is he is in his imagination. That is not his imagination running away. He's in his imagination.
But she disappeared at the end. She ran off with the imagination itself.
No, the
baby.
imagination just ended.
No, she disappeared. Anyway,
Pedantics.
I don't need to win this.
This movie is about a book about a book.
Is this Neverending Story?
No.
The Princess Bride?
No. Do you want the main actor?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let me make sure that I'm correct,
Okay.
Okay.
but I'm almost positive.
I'm not gonna get it.
The only non-mocap Paul Bettany that I can think of is A Knight's Tale. And that's
That's a great film.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm correct.
Kay had me watch that recently.
It's a good
I'll say
Solid.
I think the main character is technically a child,
Okay.
but I'm making this about the father, who I think we see more of. So maybe he's the main character. Main character is played by Brendan Fraser. He's a dad.
Uh-huh.
Paul Bettany. Andy
Paul
Serkis.
Bettany is a dad?
No, Brendan Fraser's the dad. He's
Uh-huh.
an author. He has an imagination.
Uh-huh.
Ran away with his wife.
Is this one of those live action next to animated things?
No, it's just live action.
I only know the Mummy, man.
I'm trying to see if I can.
I think this is Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch 2.
It's Fever Pitch. No. All right, man. I guess I just I chose too hard of movies for this one. I was just hoping.
Yeah,
I
don't think
watched
Brendan
TV.
Fraser was in Ultron. Sorry.
Huh?
I was just gonna say I don't think Brendan Fraser's in Ultron, so it's
Yeah, 'cause it's
a
not
loss.
Ultron. We already
Yeah.
discussed
Jungle?
Ultron was incorrect.
Georgia the Jungle. No, George was real.
Oh yeah, Joy of the Jungle.
And I don't think there was a kid. I'm just trying to think of any other Brendan Fraser movie.
I'm sure. Wait, who's the imaginary person?
Airheads?
Paul-
I can't.
It's not Airheads.
Yeah.
They have the ability to. I'm just reading the actual description now.
Okay.
They have the ability to bring storybook characters to life just by reading aloud. That gift backfires when he accidentally summons Capricorn, the evil villain of the novel. The two characters must find a way to send him back to his literary realm, but the task will not be easy for the malefactor.
Hmm.
Because he likes his new world and will not leave it voluntarily. It came out in 2009?
I have
Gotcha.
never heard of this.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
No. All right. Do you guys want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Inkheart.
Inkheart?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of
Inkheart.
that.
It's a pretty fun movie.
Oh, I tried to read that book.
I don't care about the book. I'm talking about the movie.
Never.
All right. Well,
I think I might have seen that.
we got one more
Mhm.
for our main game.
All right.
I know you've seen it. We watched it together.
Oh, All right.
Here we go.
Evolution.
No. A terminally ill young man just wants to watch a movie.
E.T.
No.
It's always worth a shot.
Stop guessing, E.T.
Okay, fine. Twin Towers.
No, that's the clip that I'm going to use out of context.
Oh no.
I say stop guessing E.T. and then you go Twin Towers.
Reasonable. Oh, I didn't mention the. Sorry, it's quickly off topic. The trio that I saw at Comic-Con,
Huh?
the classic trio.
Yeah.
Waluigi,
Yeah.
Bubba from Trailer Park Boys,
Okay.
Wendy's girl.
That's beautiful.
Tale as old as time.
Sorry.
Terminally ill young man just wants to watch a movie. His friends will do whatever it takes to get that movie.
what is it called? No.
I mean, work with the team here. Describe
Yeah.
what
Okay.
we're doing.
Okay. So
Oh.
friends take their friend who is dying to see the Phantom Menace before it
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forget
Yeah.
the name.
Is Star in the movie name? Star something?
I don't think
not.
so.
But
Okay,
the
sorry.
the poster is in like that font of Star Wars. For
Right,
sure.
George Lucas is in it, right?
Yeah, in a cameo role.
I don't think he's actually in it. I don't remember him actually being in it.
I don't. I just remember
Yeah.
the artist known as George Lucas. being in it,
Seth
or the-
Rogen
Yeah.
plays two different characters who aren't related.
Yeah. Kristen Bell. Right?
Kristen Bell, I believe, is in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the movie that you guys watched when we first started this podcast. Because I remember coming in for a podcast record. It might have been Year of the Movie.
Yeah, we had just
It was
watched it. We were waiting
Oh.
Yeah.
for you to yeah.
Yeah, I remember you guys giving me the
Oh.
down low.
Yeah.
We watched it at the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Does it have fan in the name?
It might.
Boys?
Fanboys?
We have a winner.
Oh my god.
We got it. The
What a
movie's
what a
Fanboys.
comeback from Inkheart.
Yeah. And that's it. If you have terrible movie descriptions, leave them in the comments and join our Patreon where we've done bad movie, TV, video game, and we're about to do bad book descriptions.
Oh boy.
For example, a fiery upstart steals an opportunity away from her sister, making it all about herself and taking the economy in the process.
Hunger Games.
That's the winner right there.
Wow.
Thanks for watching VHS. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave some comments. We'll talk about them next month, and we'll see you next month.